Welcome to Off the Grid Tiny House. My name is Mateus. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build an off-the-grid tiny house. The challenge here is to build in under 50 days for under 50 grand. I actually think I can get lower than that, but those are nice round numbers. We're going to try and stick with that. And my goal is to give you guys all of the knowledge so that you can do that on your own. I actually don't have a background as a builder, so the focus of these videos is to show anybody that they can do this. My background is pretty funny. I went to UCLA to study engineering, but I ended up dropping out my sophomore year, and I went to work for In-N-Out Burger. I did it because I was having a good time and I was making good money, and I decided to stick around. I worked for them for 18 years, and I saved up a ton of money, and eventually I could afford to retire early. So at 35 years old, I just decided to stop working and live off my savings. And what's funny is I've ended up continuing to make money as I've been retired, because when you're focused on your passions, money just rolls in. That's why I want to show this, because I'm not a lifelong builder. I have a lot of knowledge. I've worked really hard to learn this stuff. I've been very focused over the last 5 years, and that's been like the main focus of my life, is learning everything about building. But the cool thing about this day and age is you can do that with anything. You can be a complete know-nothing in a subject, and if you really focus on it and you're passionate about it, you can learn more than people who've been doing it their whole lives. This tiny house is gonna be all electric. There aren't too many videos out there where people are building all electric tiny houses. Most of what you'll find is propane tanks, gas furnace. I think that's good knowledge to have. But I really wanted to make a video about an all-electric tiny house because it's the future. And right now, yeah, solar panels and batteries are still pretty expensive, but if you look at the history, the cost is coming down every single year. When you have the solar panels and batteries, energy comes from the sun for free, and you don't have to pay anything for the life of the tiny house. One of the main problems with tiny house, yeah, it's cheap to build, but at the end of the day, you gotta have a place to put it, and that's a problem. I'm lucky. I was able to buy a lot, and I'll show you guys that later in the build. It's our dream lot. We love it here. But for some of you, that might be out of reach financially, or it might just not even exist close to where you're working. What's really cool is some counties have started enacting laws that allow you to put tiny houses in backyards. You know, as housing continues to go up and people can't afford it, and there's not enough of it, you need more options, and hopefully governments around the world are going to start realizing what a great option tiny house living is and open up more laws to enable people to do that. So we're out here in Watsonville, California. For those of you who don't know it, this is my dream area. Watsonville is just awesome. It's about halfway between Santa Cruz and Monterey. There's a giant bay, and it's just phenomenal. We got wildlife, we got a ton of land for growing. We'll eventually be starting a farm. Chickens, goats, ton of vegetables, and this is what we love about the area. It's really nice. You got some of the best beaches around. You'll be seeing as we build just how peaceful this area is, and it's why we love it. So we're gonna be building a 32-foot tiny house, start to finish, every single part of the build, and I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do it, because I really believe that no matter who you are, what your background is, if you're passionate about something and your heart's in it, you can succeed. You can be successful at whatever you choose to focus your attention on. And if you decide that you really want to build a tiny house, I'm going to show you how to do it, and you'll be able to do it. Stick around, and hopefully you learn a lot.